Victor
I've
Flint.
spotted something.
It's true what the old miss told me. Victor, she said, you can't gamble forever. It's only a matter of time before your luck runs out. That's our...
The
The
body.
skeleton is old enough for flies to have eaten its flesh, though some of its owner's clothing still remains intact, including a belt with a gleaming buckle.
Examine the skeleton. Oh, wait. Scholar. Scholar responds, peer beneath the bones and examine the soil.
The earth beneath is slightly cratered. Either the skeleton's owner took a great fall, or happened to die upon a skeleton-shaped indentation.
Examine the area around the skeleton.
You see no blood or signs of struggle. The surrounding vegetation is green and healthy.
Examine the belt.
The belt may have been gnawed by rodents and reptiles, but the name engraved on its buckle is unmistakable. Victor.
Examine the skeleton.
The bones look properly intact, though its skull is askew, as if the skeleton is looking in a direction it shouldn't be able to.
Leave the skeleton be.
Well, here's one corpse that never got a proper burial.
Never was good at knowing when to fall.
Dog.
The shaggy dog keeps his distance, wary eyes sizing you up as his hackles rise.
You run away. Everyone here run away. All run from something.
Scholar response. No. I tell him I don't run away from anything, I run towards things.
Like sticks. Balls? Understand. I understand. I ran away from bad man. Very bad man. Man wanted to make me spider food.
Who?
I know. I can sniff. Good and bad. Riker bad.
Ask about this Riker. He sounds like someone to stay clear of.
Bad man. So bad. I liked his house. Big garden of stones. Lots and lots of bones to dig. Good, tasty bones. But when I sniffed him, how he is for true, I ran and ran and ran.
I ask him to sniff me. Do I smell good or bad?
He paws a few tentative steps closer and sniffs all around you, nose wrinkling with concentration.
Some bad. Most good. Good enough. Good enough.
Oh, good.
He bounds forwards and licks your face effusively. His breath stinks of graveyard clay and ancient bones. Immediately, you feel an allergic reaction developing on your cheek, hot red blotches spreading in an angry rash.
I don't have a cheek to have a rash because I don't have skin.
The dog scurries away to sniff about the area, leaving you with his approval and an itchy face.
I have to bless myself. This shit hurts me. No, autosave. What's gonna happen now, game? Where's everybody? I forgot to put a Fane and the Red Prince back into my party. Or under my control again, I should say.
Looks like this place has seen better days. Much better days.
Why is there fire over there randomly? Elder of Passing. Oh no, that's Gareth.
Gareth toils in monotony.
Nod to the mounds of dirt. What's going on?
Gareth freezes, then turns slowly towards you. His breaths are steady, his voice a monotone.
I'm digging my murdered parents' graves. I'd ask that you show your respect.
Okay, fucking crybaby. You have gold. I have shit to sell you for that gold.
Gareth moves to continue his task, but his cadence falters. He pauses. Silence hangs, begging to be broken.
I apologize. I had no idea.
No, of course you didn't. Godwoken, I've seen Seeker's blood seeping into the sand. I waded through corpses on the deck of the Lady Vengeance. But when the lifeless eyes looking back at you are your own mother's, I just didn't know. I didn't know what darkness lied beyond pain. Now, well, now I do.
I reach out to comfort him.
Gareth shies away from you. His eyes pass over the half-filled graves, and he takes a shuddering breath.
Comfort! Even Lucian has none to spare. I've prayed to him, an endless litany. How many tears do I have to shed? How much must I lose for him to listen? No comfort, only recompense. Against Dallas's cronies, against the abomination that carry out their commands. The monks do the dirty work, and the whites keep their robes clean. Convenient. The monks that did it, they're still in the house, spreading their rancid smell. Paladins came to clean up the mess. In the name of Lucian, they say, and they seem to believe it.
Gareth forcefully exhales and looks past you to the nearby house. You fear he might snap the shovel's handle in two.
Say that Lucian might be gone, but we're still here for him. The Seekers too. No. Press for details. He mentioned Paladin. No. Yeah, I'm gonna say Lucian might be gone, but we're still here for him.
I've no use for empty platitudes. Not from a walking skeleton chosen as the Seven's divine pet.
You swear you hear Gareth's pulse, galloping faster than a saddled mount. You've never heard such a thing before, but you suspect Gareth's heart is close to tearing.
If you want to help, then you find the craven wight that ordered their slaughter. Anyone that stands between you and truth, no matter the flag they fly or creed they follow, make them bleed.
God, I wish I could remember what the frick my stats were. I don't know if my constitution is higher or my intelligence. I gotta hope it's constitution. I gotta do a constitution persuasion and say, look into his eyes, he's descending into madness, he must let his anger go. Oh, we succeeded.
His clenched jaw tightens further, and then, in an instant, Gareth's guard is broken. Tears well in his eyes. With every blink, a pearl of grief falls to his cheeks.
My parents, they did nothing to deserve this. They were good, honest, more honest than me. I'd give my own life to bring them back. I never got that last chance to tell them I loved them. I never got to say goodbye. You're right. There's nothing more to be done here. Lucian, forgive me. And please, Godwoken, please forgive me too.
Okay, so we're gonna save right there, but I'm gonna choose the option of let me find out what happens
It's a monster, pure and simple. All of them are.
if we joined him on this crusade to, you know, murder everybody, because that's always fun. Right, I gotta get these guys to come follow me. Hurry up. Okay, let's do this.
Gareth toils in monotony.
I ask if he's alright. It's not like him to be so sullen.
Gareth freezes, then turns slowly towards you. His breaths are steady, his voice a monotone.
I'm digging my own parents' graves.
Gareth moves to continue his task, but his cadence
I apologize.
No, Godwoken, I just didn't know.
Who
I
could have...
didn't know what
No, I'm gonna
darkness
stay silent.
lied beyond pain. I know the culprits. Dallas's pets. Such helpful tools they are too. The abominations do the dirty work. They're still there.
Gareth shies away. Gareth forcefully exhales and looks past you to the nearby house. You fear he might snap the shovel's handle in two.
Who are the paladins?
If you'd asked me yesterday, I'd have said they were the only ones left in the Divine Order worth their weight in salt. I have honored their devotion to our lost Lucian. Today, though, I don't know. The paladins once fought the Black Ring at Lucian's command. The most courageous thing they could do now is turn their backs on the Order. I'm not holding my breath.
Mirrors, anger, time for revenge.
Then you understand. Good.
His hand moves from his shovel to his sword. He wipes his forefinger along the blade, opening a bloody gash. He stares at the wound, then wipes the blood across his glistening forehead.
Go. Find out what craven wight ordered their slaughter. Anyone that stands.
Looks like this place has seen better days. Much better days.
The two paladins Gareth mentioned are arguing in front of the door to the modest farmstead. As they notice your arrival, they stop talking and look at you quizzically.
Ask him what's going on here.
We're guarding this house. Wise to stay well back. There's a bunch of silent monks inside who've tasted blood today. Already killed in there, so they did. They didn't kill anybody. The magisters who control them did. You know Donna, she wouldn't hurt a fly. Not until they turned her. But they did turn her. And now she's not Donna anymore. Get it through your head. The poor creature should be put down. No, wait! Surely, maybe someday they can be fixed. When all this source nonsense is over.
The other paladin rolls his eyes and shakes his head as he turns to face you.
In any event, it's our business, not yours. You just stay well away from the door and you'll be perfectly safe.
I'm gonna take care of the silent monks.
You can't do that. They were people who were loved. It's not right to butcher them like cattle.
God damn it. I know I said this earlier. I needed to look at my stuff to see if intelligence, constitution, memory is higher. What would Donna wish for?
You're right. Here, take the key. We'll leave you to it. I don't want to see Donna like that again.
So, just for context, when we convinced Gareth not to go on his quest of revenge, the quest gave us 8,000 experience. So here we're going to figure out how much we're getting out of this reward for this.
You'll remember her as she was, Jad. The real her.
Paladin William nods his thanks to you, and with a last sorrow-filled glance at the house, Paladin Jad turns to follow his companion away.
But, fine.
Alright, assholes. Time to die. Oh, their ghosts are here.
The spirit takes in the damage surrounding him and shakes his head.
I wish Gareth were here. I wish I could reach out to him. Tell him how proud we've always been. Tell him to be at peace. Nothing we didn't see coming. We always knew Gareth was fated for greatness. As a boy, he'd leap through the fields with wooden sword in hand, slaying imaginary demons, protecting us from whatever evil he would dream up.
Sorry, I didn't say it, but I asked what had happened here. And then this was the response.
We also knew that good men make enemies. We knew evil would come, and so it did. Not as a demon or as a witch, but as a man Gareth once knew as a friend. Jonathan. He watched eagerly as those shambling husks descended. It seemed like a game to him. Like theatre. We would never blame Gareth. The righteous always pay a price. May the Seven will it. He will always be the hero we know him to be.
Bow your head. I never saw this treachery coming.
We always want to believe in each other. It's what separates us from the void. It's what makes our existence worthwhile. It's what we do next that defines us. We can respond with treachery, or we can rise above.
Say I'll do my best to put Gareth on the right path.
I trust that you will.
Note the area level of destruction. Surely monks didn't do all of this.
Gareth did his duty. We felt it was only right that we did ours. The farm was always a safe space for sorcerers needing refuge. They deserved a haven, and so we gave them one. Our guests were usually frightened, shy, grateful. They never used their source, so the Voidwoken never came. The last one, though, she wasn't like the others. A lizard named Hanag. We housed her and fed her. Robes like a wizard's, voice like a queen's. Voidwoken appeared before long, and paladins after that. She clearly drew the Magister's attentions. Our fates were written.
Offer my empathy. Surely the sorcerer meant no harm.
I never thought she meant to do us wrong. I don't blame her for fleeing to the Cloister Wood. I worry for her.
Oop.
They still live. If you cannot see them slain, then I will.
Given the bad news, his friend Jonathan is responsible.
What? This is what trust has brought me. Not peace, not friendship, not the Seven's graces, just death.
Gareth takes quick, tiny paces, back and forth, back and forth.
We both know what comes next. You'll see Jonathan dead, and you'll bring me proof.
Does he even hear himself? Has he gone mad? Intelligence.
The Seekers.
Gareth holds his hands up to his face.
Yes, I've accomplished more and if it will not be done by your hands, then it will be done by mine.
Alright.
Gareth holds his hands up.
Do it, there.
Nah, I don't like this. We're gonna load up our save where we didn't turn him into a monster. I mean, I was still gonna go kill the guy who did this, but... I don't need him corrupting his morals.
The two paladins Gareth mentioned are arguing.
We're guarding. But they.
I'm still gonna go inside and kill the
the
silent
other
monk,
In
so.
any event, it's our business, not you. You can't do these. They were people who
Intelligence.
loved. You'll remember.
Paladin William.
But fine.
Under this rationale of, this would stop these silent monks from being used to kill other people.
The lumpen silent monk stands like a pillar of decaying flesh. He looks through your eyes with seeming disinterest as the life ebbs from his body. Drop.
Meet your maker.
Emaciated of body and spirit, this must be Donna, the one spoken of by the paladins guarding the door.
Tell her that Jihad remembers her fondly.
She gives no indication at all that she has heard you, save for a single tear dripping from one eye.
Kill her.
Her tears flow along with her blood, yet, even in the moment of death, she does not break her silence.
Meet your maker.
This dwarven monk hangs his head, as if looking down at his feet. A wretched gurgling noise issues from him.
Reach out and lift his chin to look at his face.
Staring down into his face, you realize you were staring into mutilation. He has no eyes, his empty sockets crawling with blood maggots. The gurgling sound comes from his stitched mouth, though no meaning can be understood.
Put the poor wretch out of his misery.
He does not resist in the least, merely slumps to the ground with one final gurgle.
May Gareth always choose the right path.
What happened here?
Nothing we didn't. We always. He watched. We would never blame.
Yeah.
She clearly drew the Magisters. I never thought she meant to do us.
Alright. Mine. Oops. Didn't want that. Uh-oh, she had a letter. Macy, I've been stationed with the most amazing guy. Jihad is his name. He's just perfect. Everything I ever hoped for. On a mission now to negotiate with magisters regarding their views on sorcerers. You know me. It boils my blood to argue for our basic rights with those tyrants. Jihad and I had a long conversation about it the other night. We're like two peas in a pod with our views. I finally found the perfect person. I'll be sending this letter after our sortie, and we'll write another one when I have more news to share about Jihad. Until then. Oh. Well, I feel bad now. No, I don't, because they turned her into a monster. Alright.
Voidwoken! The sorcerer's conjured Voidwoken! Form up! Don't let them over the bridge!
The spectral magister raises his sword and shield against an unseen Voidwoken foe.
Okay. Doesn't look like it's locked.
Everything is very dark all of a sudden.
Shit. I'm keeping the gold on one character. Oh, sure. I can see over here, apparently. Okay, back into the group. So, we're gonna head back over this way. And we're gonna get some of these quests done. Still haven't figured out how to kill this elf. So I'm still thinking poison, but I gave him a poisoned meal before and he was like, oh man, this is delicious in comparison to what it normally is. And all I could do is hang my head and go, what? Pass through a bunch of babies. Oh. He killed people.
The creature devours the corpses as a vulture devours carrion, stopping only as you approach.
I have my freedom. You have your reward. Do you not recall my warning? He drained me. Let me feed. Oh, I cannot control the hunger.
What does it mean, who drained it?
Mordus. He wears a cloak of skin, but rots from the inside out. Rip away his hide, and he's a mere grub. Yet he's also a conduit to the void. A mouse with the power of a mountain. My source was his lifeblood. Now, my hunger must be sated. My soul will be mine again.
Ask how it plans to retrieve its soul.
My soul jar waits in the hills. Each taste of living source is like a healing salve. When I am full, I can finally open the reliquary that holds it.
I'm going for the kill. There's no justifying this beast rampage.
Oh, then you are my next meal, and a crunchy one at that. My soul is within my grasp.
He's just killing random people. I'm not keen for that. Whoa. Buff. Fly.
Prepare yourself.
Fly here. Here. And rain. We're gonna tactical retreat up to here. We're gonna shoot some fools.
Your maker.
The creature devours the corpses as a vulture devours carrion.
I have my... He drained me. Let me figure. Then you...
Okay, is it bugged? So I think something might have broken. Maybe we should have killed him last.
creature devours the corpse.
I have my... He trained me. Let me feed. Oh, I can't... The world won't mourn a few meat bags for long. I must be free of Mortis. He might cloak himself in skin, but his innards still rot. Rip away his hide, and he's a mere... My source was his lifeblood. Now, my hunger must be... My soul jar waits in the hills. Go!
Okay, so I'm gonna kill all the other guys first.
I'll yield to none.
I fucking killed him first anyways. On accident.
Doesn't it?
Stay your weapon, and I will reward you in turn. I only wish to regain what was taken from me. Let me eat.
Kill it.
You deliver a final blow. The beast clatters to the ground, its hunger gone unquenched.
Okay. So it was bugged out the last time. I'm semi-interested in let the guy go about his day and figure out what else is where his questline goes. But that'll be something I do on a different playthrough. This playthrough, no. You don't get to indiscriminately kill people. Only I get to indiscriminately kill people. Ooh.
The lizard looks at you with undisguised fury, and then doubt.
You don't look like a magister.
What's happening here?
I'm leaving. That's what's happening.
Under her breath, she incants a simple spell. No sooner does a portal open beside her.
Okay.
Pinched of face and stern of features, the spirit of a matronly nun eyes you gravely above her prayer beads.
Welcome to the House of Rallick. What brings you to my master's abode?
I'm passing through and curious about the place.
This is the home of Rallick on Earth. You would be wise to bow your head in his honor, man-child of Rallick, as cubs bow before the alpha wolf.
Bow my head in honor of Relic.
She nods. Satisfied. He spares you but a glance, then turns his focus back on whatever it is he's hiding from. Fury twists the sorcerer's face as she snarls.
Get the hells away from me.
I'm here to help.
She looks from you to the Magisters and back again. This is Magister trickery. You'll die for your lies.
I note that I have her at close quarters and not attack. This proves my good intent. Oh no, I'm memory. Tell her I'm a sorcerer and Alexander's blood is on my hands. I'm no friend of Magisters. Ugh.
No! I'll die and be... I shall not be collared. I shall not be kept. I shall be reborn.
Okay, so I've got to do a different one. I'm gonna have to pick the first option. I don't think I can do a persuasion. My persuasion isn't high enough. Kind of makes me wish I'd kept that one ring from the earlier yesterday. We had run into a done a quest in which we got a reward.
The creature devours the corpses as a vulture devours
I have my... He drained me. Let me
Yeah.
rip away. My source was up.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I thought it was weird that I had more actions available to me, and then I remembered I managed to pop my wings before I actually started the fight.
Prepare yourself.
Die. You die. And you probably won't die.
Stay your weapon, and I will reward you in turn. I only wish to regain what was taken from me. Let me eat.
Finally, I am going to spare it this time.
You have freed me again. I won't forget. This I promise.
So what I ended up getting off this corpse didn't matter too much.
Pensively our shield looks.
Alright, so we're gonna be smarter. And by we, I mean I will be smarter this time. I'm gonna save right now so we don't have to keep repeating that fight. Gonna come up here somehow.
Magisters.
Kill them.
Powers of observation astonish me.
Goodbye. Whirlwind.
Hate washes over you from the spirit. Hatred for all the world. Sorcerers, soldiers, leaders, and Lucian himself. Especially the Divine, who died and left us all alone. The Magister's spirit has the 1,000-yard stare of the death-shocked.
Reach into his memories.
You are a Magister, chasing a sorceress. First in the farmlands of Paradise Downs, where her sorcery drew Voidwoken. The damage was immeasurable. You harden your heart that you may do your job. A portal master. She cannot be nailed down, and it seems cannot be cornered. But you pursue her here, to these godforsaken ruined cloisters. And from here it seems she cannot run. And then you lose her at the death. Your bitter death.
Seek his memories of Paradise Downs.
The sorceress, you learn, opened a portal to somewhere beyond. The ground shook and cracked wide open, and walls and buildings crumbled. The void was coming, and still she did not surrender.
I tell her that it'll all work out for the best.
The idea doesn't take. His indoctrination is still too strong. His anger at the sorceress for what she did, his memory flashes into yours. Animals turned inside out as a result of her use of sorcery. The grotesquerie of it does not escape you.
Alright, so either way, we were killing them.
As magical energy crackles between the sorcerer's fingertips, Ifan turns to you. His mouth is set in a resolute line, but you can see anger blazing in his eyes.
This is the one who crafted the Death Fog device. This is her. I have questions that need answers.
I say I'm fine with him asking questions so long as the subject stays in one piece.
He eyes you sidelong, clearly under the impression that you're joking.
You made the death fog that annihilated the elves. Who do you work for? How did you trick Lucian?
Ifan stalks forward and grips the sorcerer by the throat, lifting her clean off the ground. She sputters and chokes, eyes bulging and hands flailing as he squeezes her neck tighter and tighter. As she gasps for breath, he shakes her.
I want to see what happens next. We save, just in case he screws this up. We need to talk to her, I think, to be able to expand our focus. So we may have to do this conversation again, just in the version that he doesn't murder her.
Why? Why did you trick Lucian by giving him a bomb instead of a portal?
The sorcerer casts a look of mingled terror and confusion at Ifan. He releases his grip slightly, allowing her to stand once more.
What? I just made the device the Divine himself ordered, I swear. And as for using it, that was all Lucian and Alexander. I was there. Lucian knew exactly what he was doing.
Ifan turns white and drops the sorcerer to the ground completely. In all your adventures together, you've never seen him so shaken.
Her complicity in the deaths of thousands has earned her own many times over. But it's not right for me to take the final cut.
He turns to you with defeat in his eyes, and all the sorrows of the world weighing on his shoulders.
She was a soldier following orders, just like me. Let her live with the torment of her actions, just as I have to.
Let her live. She may still prove useful yet.
The sorcerer nods a grateful smile at you, picking herself up from the ground and backing away from Ifan.
Okay. So he got his stuff, but I want to talk to her. Ooh.
The Magisters are dead. You have my thanks. You know your trade.
She offers you a grateful smile.
Note that she appears to be a sorcerer of great power. Ask her to teach me to master my source.
She gives you a long look, considering the request.
You have proven yourself a friend at least, but you must prove your heart. I'll ask one more thing of you. I left my apprentice, Gwydion Rince, at the Black Pits. He is with his family. They are in danger. Help them, and I will help you.
I'll look into it.
I should be most grateful.
Take my leave. Probably taking the armor. I am definitely fucking taking the armor. Yeah. Okay, Fane.
Thanks for standing with me back there. She disgusts me. What kind of person would knowingly craft something like that? Lucian knew that if he asked me to deliver the death fog, I would have refused, point blank. That's why he lied to me. What kind of person doesn't need the lie? What kind of person does the lying?
The one who knows how to get other people to do what they want.
But at what cost? And for what purpose? The Divine cared nothing for me, or for the elves. I was just a pawn. If Alexander still lives, that son of the Void's going to wish I'd truly killed him the first time.
Ifan sighs and glances across at you ruefully. He opens and closes his mouth several times before speaking.
You know, I was fit to kill Hanag. But truth be told, she's not much worse than I am. And yet, you accept me. Your friendship means a lot.
Reach out and give him a bear hug.
He laughs and hugs you back fiercely.
Onwards.
Alright, so. Oh, hadn't looted the night yet. Unidentified staff. Poison, poison. Yeah, another spell book that we'll end up selling. Ooh, didn't loot the Magistrate, Inquisitor. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, stop. Save. Did he kill a boy? I'm liking this guy
creature
less
eats
and
as
less.
ravenously as before. You look closer at his victim and notice the corpse's small size. His meal is a child.
Thanks for making me feel like trash, game. Yes, I know. He was eating people before, so what did I expect? But way to make me feel like trash.
My soul jar is almost in my grasp. With sauce and blood, the fount will flow, and the reliquary will open.
Its red-stained mouth curls into a grimace.
The younger the meat, the purer the power, mortal.
Nothing can bring this child to life again. The damage is done. Let the creature go.
It's time for this disgusting display of gluttony to end. I should have ended it when I had the chance.
By letting this beast live, I sentenced the child to die. My only chance at redemption is to slay the monster. I'll take it.
Setting you free was my own cowardly act. This ends right here, right now.
I am almost...
Ooh. So, I'm gonna, before this continues, I'm gonna load up. Am I able to have these conversations without my buddies being here? And without them being all judgy? Because if I can, I'm gonna go put them to the side. I'm gonna have this conversation by myself. You guys are gonna stay here. I'm gonna go off by myself and talk to him completely by myself.
The creature eats as ravenous.
My soul jar is...
Its red-stained mouth.
The younger the meat, the purer the power.
I can't help but feel there's more
mortal.
in this me if I let you live, so that's what I'll do.
My soul, mine to claim. What remains is yours, Skell, though they are of use in this world alone. I'm sure we can agree that a few dried-out meat bags is acceptable sacrifice.
Yeah. I feel like trash.
I am me. I am whole. I am Zash!
Okay, guys, you can come back now.
I'm a rabbit.
What's a bunny out here doing alone in the woods?
Nothing much. Gambling, munching. Generally been a rabbit.
I don't know what I expected. Okay, so, what's the quest say now about this guy? Oh, is that it? No, I didn't see it there. The quest was something like freedom. Trying to find that quest. Something freedom. Taste of freedom. It left us its cash? What? Oh. What? That's it? You left us 2 books. Skin draft looks neat. Reset cooldowns and removes debuffs. I don't know if it was worth letting that asshole live. So he dies. We correct the mistake that I made from the beginning.
The creature eats as
Nice,
its red.
young.
Nothing can bring.
It's time for this.
By letting this beast live, I sentence the child.
Ends right now.
Almost.
Now, normally I'd be really irritated that you flew up there because it would take me several turns to catch up to you. But now I don't have to care as much. He also looks like he's stronger. Okay, I'm going to restore everyone's magic armor. And I'm going to fly up here. Because oddly enough, it is safer here than anywhere else. Oh, they killed Fluffball the rabbit. Those dicks.
Glory is mine.
Ooh. Oh.
I'll yield to none.
I was so close!
Much better. Much. It was more rewarding to kill him, oddly enough. So, luck and perseverance. Oh yeah, she's getting it. Door to Eternity. Give all summons and totems around you a status that prevents them from dying from damage or disappearing when their life runs out. Don't need the staff, just gonna sell that. Oh, I totally forgot that I got that armor. I'm gonna take this ruin out of this one, extract, and put it into my new one. Select. So this is a two-handed sword. Stats are better, has a slot. So its stats are even better. I mean, its stats aren't better, it's just its damage is better. I lose 2 strength, 1 warfare, two-handed in exchange for... Oh, and 20% critical strike chance. I lose that for the upgraded damage and the earth damage. Let's take this ruin out. Let's put it in this one. Let's see what the damage is after that. $54 to $60. I can't pass that up. But I'm going to save this. I think the game introduced something that made it so like you can upgrade weapons. And the stats on this is so good that I'd prefer, if I had that ability to, I'd upgrade that. But I don't know. I think I remember seeing it in like one of the DLC things.
But one day